Here we are. So before we get started today, and I got questions for you guys. Before we get started, I wanted to have Amir come on real quick. For those of you who don't know, Amir actually does separate training on raising private money, and he has a raising private money training coming up. And I wanted him to come on for a minute and even go over a couple. I'll ask him some questions, but also let you guys ask some questions because I know private money is one of the number one things that is always coming up, getting asked, being a concern, being that's my stumbling block, that's where I'm stuck. And so, Amir, are you on here? Where are
I'm
you?
here.
Ah, there you are. Okay, hang on. Let me see. I learned a new trick with let me see if I can remember how to do it. Spotlight. There we go. Look at me. So yeah, I learned a new trick on Zoom, and so I was figuring out how to do it. How you doing, Amir?
Good. How are you, Scott?
I am fantastic. So you have a program that you have been doing, and I know several people probably on here right now are already in that and you've been going over with them raising private money. I haven't personally been in it myself, but I've heard great things about it. And a bunch of people actually, when the topic comes up on money, they'll constantly refer back to Amir's program or Amir taught me this, or this is how we went about doing it. So let's start off with what is the program and who is it for?
Awesome. So thank you, Scott, and hello, everyone. So some of you who are new to the community and you're new to raising private money and you've never raised money before, I do have a free community. It is for beginners. It's called Private Money Raisers Club in school. So if you search, you can join that for free. There's a free course there for you. But for this, my mastermind program, which is called Capital Raising Mastery System, is for people who've bought a couple of slow flips now. And once you, I think, in our system, when you buy a couple of slow flips, I think when you understand the system, then your next step is, okay, all I have to do now is grow my business. And the way I grow my business, I scale my slow flip business. And the logical thing is, well, how do I scale my private money raising systems and my skills? And so my coaching program is specifically for that person. So if you're just a beginner, this program is not for you. But if you think you're there, then this may be something for you.
Before I move on, I want to ask a question. Patricia, are you raising your hand for Amir, or are you just doing it so after when we do questions?
Well, for Amir.
Okay, go ahead then. You can just go ahead and ask it.
Hi, Amir.
Hi, Patricia.
So everybody, I just signed up for Amir's paid class and I did one workshop and the group meeting the first time. He's really amazing. He's really, really good. So I already invited three people to this hypothetical presentation that he's making me do. Um, so I'm trying to write it. I'm trying to lay it all out. I don't know if I should save this for the our group or does everybody here want to hear it? Okay. How do I tell somebody if they say to me, so I say, oh, listen, would you like to make, 12% on your money? It's secured by real estate. And they go, what do you mean it's secured by real estate? I mean, I have properties that yeah, they could put a lien against it, but I don't really necessarily know that I want them to do that.
So I'm going to let Amir answer, but I'm just going to answer first. What I mean when I say it's secured by real estate, it's secured by the new real estate that you're buying. They get a note and deed of trust secured against that piece of property, the new real estate that you're buying. And I also go
Um,
so far, and I don't mean to cut you off, Amir, because I'll let you answer as well. But I also go so far as to tell. I usually use the words. I say it's the exact same security a bank has when they loan money. When a bank does a mortgage, they get the exact same security. They get a note and mortgage or a note and deed of trust secured against the property. So it's not against your house that you live in or any properties that you own. It's against the property that you're buying that they're lending you the private money for. But again, I know you were asking Amir, so I'm sorry for rambling.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, I'm sorry,
You
and
can,
I don't mean to be thick, but so what if they say, well, you don't own this property yet. Why would I give you my money in order to buy it?
right. They're not going to give you the money. They're going to give it to the title company, and the title company is not going to release that money until they have the clear deed, and it's going to be secured against the deed. They're never going to give you money. They're going
Gotcha.
to they're going to give the money to the title company, and the title company's now responsibility, that's their job, is to do the title search, make sure it's free and clear of any liens or encumbrances, and then they don't release the money until that note securing their money is secured against the property.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
So, Patricia, let me just add one. issue that this comes up is when you're trying to give too much information to someone who may not be ready yet. So that's why, if you remember, we talked about 3 levels of pitches. The first one is your elevator pitch,
Yes.
right? That's when you give the basic information, get them interested enough to say that, yes, this sounds interesting. That's when you do the 1-page investment summary, right?
Mhm.
And then you do the one-on-one presentation using your pitch deck. That lays out everything they need to know at the right time, and they understand it. Now, it obviously depends on who you're speaking to. If you're speaking to somebody really experienced, I think as soon as your words come out of your mouth, they'll understand what you do, right? But vast majority of the time when you're dealing with private money lenders who are going to work with you, they're not going to be as educated as you are. So it is your job to educate them. And the way you would do it, the way I teach, is do those 3 pitches and in steps, and that will make sure that at the right moment. So I use that one-on-one pitch deck, which is quite detailed. That's where I go through the amortization table. That's where I answer the questions about lien. I always use the word protected, secured, and insured. So I
Yeah.
keep repeating the deed of trust, mortgage, promissory note, and insurance policy. I also give title insurance policy, a second for my investors as well. So I also include that. But yeah, so
I'm
I
still
think
on the elevator. I only texted these 3 people.
so.
But
Then you need to get to the next level. Say, let me send you some information. Now you send them the 1-page investment summary with a kind of a sample deal, and
right.
then broadly what your deal is, and then get them on a one-on-one call with you. That's when
Okay.
you
I
do the
was
one-on-one.
writing out my scripts and my whole spiel. So Saturday and Sunday, I'll be able to go, look, I got this. Is this good? Is this how we're going to do it? And, so on. But yeah, I'm following the plan.
Cool.
Everybody join up to Amir's class. It's great.
So Amir, you have a program starting on June 6th. So what exactly is that? What is the program and how does that work?
Yeah, so the purpose of doing a cohort, which is like bringing a group of people at the same time, so they start at the same time. I'm doing it in 8 sessions, and the goal is to get them into the program faster, because in the core program, I have over 29 modules. I have lots of tools and systems that I teach, and let me just talk about 2 tools. One is the investor portal. So I've always had investor portal that I created for myself. Now I've created a newer version that is available to all my students. But I teach them how to use it, and I'll very briefly describe what it is. So it's basically like a one-stop shop for an operator as a real estate investor, where you can monitor your portfolio. So as my slow flips are there, I log in, I can see how my slow flips are performing, what income is coming in, what are the taxes and insurance, and most importantly, we've created these gauges. It shows me which property is paid off, how much, and that's really exciting to see. Every time I log in, I see, oh, wow, this is only like 20 more percent to go. So that's very exciting. So that's the investor side. The other side is I can now invite my private money lenders onto the portal. They can set up their own accounts. They can, when they invest with me, they can see their portfolio, how it's performing. But what I use and what I teach is that the portal then can be used as a deal flow system, which means I can show my multiple private money lenders the deals that I have coming in at different stage, or what is on under contract, what is available, what is not coming, what is just coming, it's still not under contract. And I teach a way where they can get close to 100% hard commits from onboarded PML, which I find a lot of people have problems with. They have these verbal discussions with private money lenders. They say, yeah, let's do it. And then when it comes time to commit, they back out. So with this system, it is almost at 100% that you can get hard commits. And so this is a part of what I'm teaching. And then I'm also doing collaboration with my students, which includes about the certified private money lender program that we have in the course. As you have seen, that when I collaborate with my students, I'm teaching them how to become instructors. And not only are they doing it inside Freedom Accelerator program, I think 2 of my students have already started doing it. And so we are bringing on faster new certified private money lender in our community. But they're also doing it outside. So the goal is to get people in this new class that I'm starting on June 6th and get them going faster.
All right. So last question for you, Amir. is if somebody's interested in doing that, what do they have to do? How do they get involved? Do you have a link or I don't know the process?
Yeah. Just one last thing before I give you that information is that I'm very happy to announce that there's something that I've been trying to create for a very long time that I was not able to do, and I'm able to do it now. And what it is, it's a portal. It's called the Inner Circle PML program, and where I bring in qualified, pre-vetted private money lenders and connect them with my students. And so that is part of the program now. And so anybody who's interested, you can simply go to school and type in private money raising coaching program, and I've done a post already, so you can follow that. Otherwise, just DM me, and I'll be happy to answer your question.
Or you can just type in his name in the search bar and all his posts will come up and you'll be able to find it. That's easy enough. All right, good deal. So before I let you go, Amir, does anyone, I have a whole bunch of stuff to go over, but I didn't want to
I know.
somebody had a question. Does anybody have any specific questions for Amir before I let him go? Even though he's still going to be on, but if you had any questions. All right. Well, thank you, Amir. I appreciate it. And it's coming right up. I can't believe June 6th is next week already. We've been talking
That's
about this
right.
for over a month now, and it's already time. It's go time.